Hi, this is my video on my thoughts on the celebration student writing. Overall, I was very impressed with the amount of work that I saw put in with a lot of these projects. Probably the two, I guess I'll say three favorite projects that I saw done were the Apocalypse project, which dealt with things about the end time, predictions, end time, beliefs, the controversy section, uh, specifically the newscast and the interracial marriage board. It, we talked about this in class. It was like a film clip. Well, it looked like a film clip. The end time. They had a big section. It was in the corner opposite of the controversy corner. I have no pictures of it because I just got an iPad. But anyway, um, they had it look like it was old, very old, very apocalyptic, stereotypical movie apocalyptic setting. There were old boards. There was a zombie-like figure there, reaching his arm out from one of the boards. They had little lights going on, the red lights. They told me about a lot of end-time predictions, Nostradamus. Newer ones, I forget the name of the guy who thought the world was going to end in October. They told me about the Mayan predictions, which are actually, interestingly enough, mostly false. The one in time prediction that apparently was from a Mayan woman, I also forget her name, I apologize. She said that it won't be the end of the world, it would be a great change for the world, a change in energy, some that most people won't even notice, but it will be a great change in the energy of the world, which I think, if that is true, I'm not here to say whether it's true or not. I think it will be interesting to see if there's any change. And I feel like if I'm expecting the change, will that affect how it changes? And then it brings up many different arguments, many different different thoughts about the subject. Conspiracy theories, I thought was very well done. At first they seemed really fanatical, and at first when you ask them questions, the world's gonna end, lizard people, mole people, they talked a lot about that. But when I did ask them seriously, then they gave me serious answers. Some about lizard men, actually mole people who live underground. A theory I think was back in mid 1800s, no, mid 1900s, that mole people think they control the governments of the world. They control kind of an Illuminati like. People stereotypically like Illuminati like view on how things run. Um, One guy, I don't think he was part of the project, but he talked to me about a lot of 9/11 conspiracy theories. That it was not actually a manned plane, but it was a drone plane. Um, and then some that are it was a manned plane, but it was a government plane. Some eyewitnesses say the plane was black, the plane was gray, things like that. And then what was my well, the Georgia Stones was probably the one I could relate most to because that was the one that I had done previous research on myself. That dealt with um, there in Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia. No, it's not Atlanta, Georgia, but in Georgia there are these stones that were built by this man named R.C. Christian. These are, I think they cost a few $1 billion. Decorative stones that had a list of commandments. And one of these commandments, although most of them are very nice, keep in tune with nature, was to keep the population under or at 500 million, which is, of course, a very drastic change in population, seeing as we're about at or above 7 billion in the current population. Um, I thought that was really interesting, and the probably my favorite. Maybe that's just me because I'm a little bit biased, but interracial marriage, I thought that was very interesting. I thought it was very well done. It was like an infographic. I think most people can really appreciate infographics because they have nice illustrations, straight to the point information, so you don't have to really read around. Just it's information's right there. Mostly interesting facts like how many people approve of or disapprove of interracial marriage. I think I actually have pictures, not very good pictures because I have a terrible iPhone 4, 4th generation iPod, even though I should be appreciative of that. But the picture quality is not so good. Not so good, but let me see if I can see here. I don't think I can show you. Oh, that's kind of what it looked like. Oh, that's not open. I thought it was really well done, the fucking movie reel. It was about biracials, interracial marriage. Very well done. I think straight to point information, and it's really as far as those three. That's all I can say. I think they were well done. There was obvious effort put in them. As far as our tables go, I saw a lot of interesting stuff, but nothing that I really looked at. I think the other classes that had a singular theme and were able to present in certain ways, they caught my eye a bit more. Even though I did read a few of ours, but nothing. A lot of them were actually noteworthy, actually. Almost lied there, but not as catching, not as enticing to the eye, I should say. But I did appreciate the time that you and everyone in our class put in. Um, Anything else noteworthy? The comic section I found interesting as well. They had a number of televisions up for to display videos, and I thought that was very interesting. I glance at them every now and then. I know there were a number of laptops on our tables, which were there to also show videos. Probably videos were interesting. I think Tristan's video was probably one that I found very interesting, like cell phone usage, um, and how it's distracting. I thought that was very interesting. And I believe that's it. Thank you for your time. Have a great day. I don't know how to use videos. What is it? 7 minutes. Let's go. We're at 7:07. 7:07, and I'm just fine. And cut.